Hello to everyone and welcome. This is my latest project, this throne room. So I had footage from the beginning, but in this point I realized that I am recording black screen, and actually I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. So I will show you how I created everything, but I'm going to use this for reference because I want to look the same. So let's begin. Now, first I will turn on the screen cast keys so you can see here what kind of keys I'm using. So let's delete this and yeah, turn off this one. Let's change to Y, and now let's pick up my reference and let's move it to the new project and Shift and A, sorry, Shift and S, selection to cursor. Let's add move. Let's move this into the position and we rotate 180. So yeah, we use this for reference, but if you don't have human reference, you always can use mesh cube. Let's move it here, and normally one cube is 2 meters and average male it's like 175, 180. So you can use the cube for reference. And yeah, so let's delete this cube, and now we're going to Shift and A and we're going to go mesh extras and we're going to choose this wall factory. So Shift and A, mesh extras, wall factory. So if you don't have these extras here, you should turn it on here from the add-ons. So go to edit, preferences, and you should look for extra, and you need to find this extra mesh objects and turn it on. But I think in the newest versions in Blender it's activated by default. So now this is too big, and also there is opening here, and we can play now with the adjustment. So let me show you first with the openings, and I'm going to remove it because I'm going to make mine. I don't like this, it's not that flexible. So here we can play with the white, and also we can adjust the height. This is we can move the position. Also if we press repeat, see we can have multiple openings. And let me move this like indent. So if you play a little bit with the settings, you can make something very nice. Let me turn on the cavity so we can see better. Now we can see that there is a bevel here and make these strange shapes. So if you make it 0, now we fix this problem. And now we're going to continue. So I'm not going to use openings. So I'm going to remove this, but you can experiment with this wall builder. And now this is too big. So let me first make it like, I think -4. Here we're going to make it 4. And for the height I will add maybe 1.3, and here on ending we can make it 0. I don't want these bricks to go out. And now we're going to first fix the thickness, not this one. So yeah, actually here we make it 0.02, and for the depth, this is how random the bricks going out. So I think we're going to leave it on 0.03 for all of them. And now for the depth, now is 2 meters. This is too much, so maybe 0.4, like this. I think this is fine. And let me check. I'm trying to find the brick variance, how much they go out, because this is too much, it's no need. Uh, yeah, I think it's this one, the depth. Yeah, I was tweaking on the wrong place. So we're going to leave it on 0.3. And now I want to make the bricks smaller, but only on height, maybe a little bit on height. Like maybe 1.2, and for height maybe 0.31. And here we can reduce a little bit the minimum, because I want this small rows here with the small rocks. And now we can tweak the variance, and I think this shape is okay. We have big stones, also some small stones, so I think it's look interesting. And yeah, I'm going to leave it like this. Now I want to check in edit mode. Let me change to edge mode, and now if I bevel, a little bit, yeah, we still have a very big gap in some places. And let me try to move it to be on the individual origins and scale this a little bit. And yeah, I forgot to do something, so let's go out in object mode. We're going to delete this and shift NA mesh, and we're going to add wall factory, and the settings are the same, they don't change. So now remove this merge box, and let's go to growth. Let's make it 1. Yeah, now the gap is very small, and let's try now to bevel. And let's see. Yeah, now it's looking very good. Now let's continue. We're going to create the pillars. So I'm going to use cube, and we're going to scale it like this. Let's hide this one. And I'm going to copy one of these pillars, and I'm going to use them for reference. So we don't need this mirror, also this array. So let's move this here, and maybe it's not going to be the same, but it's going to look similar. Sometimes the new things are better, sometimes the old things are better, so we don't know. So we don't need this wall also. And let's adjust this one. Now we select this face. I'm going to move it a little bit down, and let's add 2 edge loops, and I'm going to select individual origins, and S and Z. Sorry, we choose median point, and S and Z, and to move this here like this, and we're going to add 2 more. Like this, and we're going to scale it in. Let's select X-ray mode and select these 2, and let's adjust this one, and here I'm going to bevel this for 3 segments. Let's select again this face, and we're going to extrude. I'm going to bevel again. Select this face, extrude, we bevel again, like this. And select this face, extrude, and we add edge loop, and we bevel for 1 segment, and we extrude, enter Alt and S, and we extrude out. Now we're going to deselect these edges, and we're going to bevel a little bit only the outside, like this. Now select this top face, and we're going to move this until this point, cursor to selection, origins to 3D cursor, and now we're going to mesh and symmetrize, and we choose Z to plus Z, and here we select H loop, and we're going to bevel, but it's not working. Now most probably we have loose vertices, so we choose mesh, clean up, merge by distance. No, we don't have. So why is this not working? So let's delete these edges. Sorry, let's dissolve these edges. Dissolve again. So this means we have problem. Most probably we have face inside. So let's turn X-Play. We have face inside. So delete this face. Now let's change to H mode. And now we can bevel. Let's turn off the X-ray. And now we're going to extrude, enter Alt and S, and we're going to extrude a little bit out, and we deselect these corners, and now we're going to bevel a little bit like this, and here with Control plus we're going to select also this inside H, and we can scale down and just a little bit, so we can see here we have this small radius. So yeah, now we're going to add two H loops. We're going to bevel them for 3 segments, Control minus, and we're going to scale this in. But first, cursor to selection, and we're going to change to be on individual origins, and now we're going to scale this like this. And now we will select these H loops, and let's mark a seam and mark a sharp. Now again we're going to select all, mesh, symmetrize, and you can see the pillar is a little bit taller, so we can select this edge loop. We're going to dissolve edges, and we're going to select and move this down, and here let's turn off the X-ray. We select this one, we insert and move a little bit up like this, and let's select these edges and make them sharp. Actually, I think I'll select all, and we're going to remove these edges. It's going to be faster. So remove this one, which make this curve here. And now let's mark a seam and mark a sharp. And now in object mode, we're going to shade smooth. Yeah, here we have one edge. We need to make sharp. Here is okay. So yes, let's go in edit mode, make this sharp and mark a seam, and this one going to clear sharp and clear seam. Yeah, now it's okay. So yes, we copy the pillar. This is a little bit smaller, but we can adjust this. But actually it's not that important. So no, I'm not going to touch nothing more. I'm going to delete this one. Let's turn off this X-ray mode and let's unhide everything. And now if we move this here and we're going to generate mirror and control NA, we're going to reset all transforms and let's adjust the position like this. Here we have our pillar. So now we're going to build our arc here on top. And we're going to move forward. Now let's select this pillar and let's go to edit mode, change to face, and now we're going to use spin tool, and here you can select this axis and we're going to move this here to be straight with this line, and let's check now how it's going. No, I want to be a little bit more straight up, something like this, and here I need only 4 segments, and now I'm going to move this and I want it to be like this. We're going to add more segments, something like that, and here we're going to turn on the proportional editing, and we're going to choose sharp, and let's select edge mode and let's select these edges here, and let's add move, and now we're going to move this up like this, and now we're going to separate this, so Control plus until we reach this part, and now we're going to separate selection. Let's hide this one, and let's fill this hole, and let's unhide this. So now let's continue with this pillar. So let's select these edges, and we're going to move them a little bit so we can turn on the clipping like this, and we can go to object mode and apply this mirror. And now let's go back to edit mode, select all, and now we're going to clear sharp and clear seams, because there was seams all the way up and we don't need this. So now let's select these outside edges, and no, actually we're not going to make them sharp. First we're going to finish with the shape. So we need only this edge loop and this one, and now we're going to bevel this part, and I'm going to extrude, enter Alt and S. I'm going to extrude inside, and so what I want, I'm going to add some ornaments here in the middle. So let's select all, and I'm going to move a little bit up, and now I want to select this outside edges here, and I'm going to extrude down on the axis, and I'm going to fill, and I'm going to bevel a little bit so we can have a nice end. Let me check, let me hide this pillar and this wall so we can see what we are doing. So yeah, this is okay, and now I think when we finish with the sharp edges, everything will look very good. So now let's select these edges, like this, and to the other side. Here inside, and this down, and this one like this, and also this one. And let's see, mark a sharp and mark a seam, and let's go to object mode, and here I want to add one more element, so something like this, and let's move this here like this, and let's select these faces, and now extrude, enter, Alt and S, and we extrude out. Now we just pull this in y-axis like this, and here I want to select this edge and this one, actually I think we should move a little bit more out like this, and we're going to bevel a little bit. And now let's select these edges, and we're going to mark a sharp and mark a seam, and actually this one we don't need to be sharp anymore, so we're going to clear sharp and clear seam, this edge should also be sharp, but not here, so mark a sharp. Let's go out in edit mode and check this out. Yeah, here inside, yeah, we miss one edge, so this also should be sharp. Let's mark a seam. Let's check now. Yeah, it is looking good. Like this, and now we're going to symmetrize so we can match both sides, and mesh, symmetrize, and let's go back to object mode, and let's unhide everything, and yeah, I think it's looking good, but I think I may separate this to maybe couple of blocks, not to be whole, so let's check. So this one and this one, and maybe this one like this, and let's select this one, and we're going to bevel just a little bit. I'm going to add one segment, and control minus, and we're going to Alt and S, scale this in, and we're going to mark a seam and mark a sharp, and control plus, mark a sharp and mark a seam, and let's go out. And now yeah, it's looking very good. Yeah, it's looking better when it's separated on the several box. Okay, so I think this is for this video. Next time we're going to continue with holding box here between the pillars, and also here down part we add something with some ornaments on it. And yeah, thank you for watching.